everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing part 2 of continuing series I'm in the middle of. If you watched the video where I went through all this series I'm in the middle of, you will know that I am in the middle of far too many, and my goal by the end of this year is to massively reduce the amount of series, particularly series that are already complete and all the books are out. My mission this year is to massively decrease the amount that I'm just sat in the middle of. Obviously there's not much I can do about the ones where the books aren't released yet and the series aren't finished, but certainly the ones where all the books are out, we just need to get through them. It's actually ridiculous the amount that I am in the middle of. So in today's video we are going to be reading a few more books that I am, again, from series that I'm in the middle of. Ideally I wanted to read 4 books in this video, however I want to get this vlog up exactly 7 days from today. Can I read 4 books in 7 days? I really don't think I can. So we might end up only reading 2 or 3, but that's fine. Any is better than none. The first book we're reading I have actually already started, and it is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas. I am working my way through the Throne of Glass series. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I'm loving it, because I'm not. It's my least favourite so far, but I'm just holding out for Kingdom of Ash because everyone is obsessed with that book. So it's not like a slog to get through Throne of Glass. I loved the first book, really loved the first one. The first one being Throne of Glass, ignoring Assassin's Blade. I liked the next one, really didn't like Heir of Fire very much at all, so that kind of just made me a bit slumpy, to be honest, with the rest of the series. But we're carrying on, we're still going. Queen of Shadows is getting better. How far actually through it am I? I don't actually know. Let's have a look. I'm on chapter 60, so I am kind of nearing the end. I hope to finish it in the next couple of days, and it's getting better. For the first like 50-60% I was quite bored to be honest, and I don't know how I was bored. Like, there's constantly things happening. It's not a slow series, but I just don't really care about anyone which makes it quite hard to get invested, but it's getting better. I am starting to enjoy it a bit more now, so we'll see what I end up rating it. It's currently sitting at around like a 3-star, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion. I get why people like it. I'm just not invested. I think I'm just not connecting to the characters, which for me makes it hard for me to rate a book anything over 3 stars if I'm not connecting. I get like some people care more about plot, but I am kind of more of a character person, and yeah, I don't hate everyone, I'm just quite indifferent towards most people right now. But again, I think as the books go on a bit more, there's not that many left now because I'm going to do the tandem after this and then Kingdom of Ash. But I feel like towards the end, once I figure out like who's actually on which side and who's actually good and who's not, then I can start maybe getting a bit more connected and starting to actually root for people, because at the minute it just feels a bit all over the place. The Manon chapters are just throwing me, and I get like it is starting to come together now. I won't spoil anything, but it is starting to come together, and I already know like kind of where she ends up or who she ends up with. I've been spoiled for that, but I don't really mind. It's not that big of a deal to me. Like, it's not, I hate spoilers, but I don't feel like that's too big of a spoiler. There's still a lot of the book for me to enjoy and things that I don't know. But anyway, why are we plonking chapters in for 3 books straight? Like, I just don't understand. I'm not an author, so I'm not going to tell anyone how, but surely there was a better way to introduce her character. Like, it throws me out of the story, and it just makes me not care about anything that's happening, because I just keep getting like yeeted here and there and this perspective, and it's just all over the place. Like, can we just stay in someone's head for like 3 minutes at a time, please, so I can actually just get attached to some character in this series? I'm not saying it's a bad series, it isn't. And I know people probably aren't really pleased that I don't like it. I get why people like it. I'm just personally not connected. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to finish the series because I love ACOTAR. I really enjoyed Crescent City. So I just want to finish Throne of Glass so I can see how they all link together, and just have read the whole kind of, you know, Masterverse. Is that how you say it? I don't know. I just want to read the whole thing so I can just, you know, kind of dive into all the connections and everything, but whatever. Queen of Shadows, hope to finish it in the next couple of days. I will update you when I finished it. I'm hoping also in this video to read Hothouse Flower by Krista and Becca Ritchie, the next book for me in the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. Again, that's another series that I'm feeling a bit stagnant with at the minute. I enjoyed it at first and it's just kind of going downhill. But this is the first one of Daisy and Wright, so I'm hoping that's going to mix it up a bit and get me back into the series more. And then I hope, I don't know how realistic this is, if we could also read Ruthless Vows, that'd be great. Because I'm actually excited for that one. So that'll be kind of, I hope, easier to read. But yeah, we'll see what we get read. I don't like filming vlogs where I read less than 3 books, so I will try my best, but this month's just been busy and I've been in a little bit of a slump the last couple of weeks, so we'll just do what we can. If I only read 2, then I only read 2. It is what it is. I'll just try and read more next month. I think I need to film these series videos earlier in the month to give myself more time to read the books, but lesson learned. We'll read as much as we can for it this month. But yeah, I will check back in with you probably now when I've finished Queen of Shadows, and then we will move on to whichever book I decide to read next. Hello, update for this video. I have finished Queen of Shadows and I gave it 2.5 stars. I'm so sorry. I know everyone loves Throne of Glass and I can see why people do, but for some reason I'm just not clicking with it. I still don't know why, I still don't know what it is about it, but I'm just not clicking with it at all. However, I will say it got so much better towards the end. I feel like the thing that I've been waiting to happen is finally kicked into motion. So I'm thinking maybe the next books will be better, but also the tandem read is next, which is long and quite intimidating. So I'm going to maybe give it a break for a few weeks before going into the tandem read. But yeah, it was just, I find it so hard to articulate what it is I don't like about it. Because in theory, like, it's well written, the plot's good, the characters are good, I don't hate people in the series, but it's just, there's just something about it that's not clicking. Manon's chapters don't help, the way that they're just kind of bolted in, and I get it, things are starting to come together, and she is going to be important, but it's just, I don't know, there's just something about this series that just isn't clicking with me. Which is annoying because I love Sarah J Maas's other series and I really thought I would love this one because everyone, like, Throne of Glass is most people's favourite, isn't it? But it's just unfortunately not mine. But anyway, I'm still going to continue on with the series. We're still holding out hope. The hope is diminishing with every book I read and don't like, but we're holding on to hope that by the end of the series I might end up actually liking it, but we will see. I have now started the other 2 books that we're going to read in this video. So the first one is Hothouse Flower. Well, technically the second one is Hothouse Flower because the first one was Queen of Shadows. This, if you don't know, is part of the Addicted Calloway Sisters, that's it. Addicted Calloway Sisters series. And this is the first book of Reich and Daisy. I was very nervous for this one because of the whole age thing. Daisy is 18 when this book starts, so anything that happens from here on out won't be weird, and nothing has happened, like, physically between them before she turned 18, but I'm not 100% sure how I feel about their dynamic pre her being 18, but I am very much enjoying this book. I've just kind of always got that reservation in the back of my mind, like, still trying to decide, as I said, how I feel about their dynamic and how they were together before she turned 18. But as it stands in the actual book, the way that they are now, the dynamic they have now, that she is an adult, I am very much enjoying this book, which I am somewhat surprised about because I didn't love Kiss the Sky at all. I think I gave it like 2.5 or 3 stars. And the series, sorry, I'm touching my hair. With every book I read in the series, kind of like Throne of Glass, it goes downhill. However, I think this might be the redemption. This might be the saving grace of, again, another series that I know so many people love. And I don't hate it by any means. But it's just, I thought I would love it more than I do. But this book, I am really enjoying. Like, it's giving at least 4-star vibes. Could even, like, be heading towards 5, depending on how the book pans out. So yeah, I am very much enjoying this one. And the other book we're going to read for this video that I am about halfway through, I'm listening to it on audio, so I've not got it marked in the physical copy, but it's Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. I adored Divine Rivals. I gave it like 4.5 stars. Absolutely loved it so much. So I've been very much looking forward to this one and I'm loving it. Probably slightly less than Divine Rivals, just because in this one it's not so much of, like, you know, the relationship build up and things like that. We're focusing on other things, but I am still enjoying it. I just love this world so much. I just wanted to update you that I have now started both of these and finished Queen of Shadows, so I will pop in probably now when I've maybe finished one of these, whichever one I end up finishing first, and yeah, I'll speak to you then. Hello everyone, sorry for the absolute rubbish lighting. I don't even know the best angle. I'm not sure that there is one. But I have now finished Hot House Flower. I won't make this clip too long because obviously it just looks ugly with the lighting. But yeah, I have now finished Hot House Flower. I'm not 100% settled on my rating. I never really am as soon as I finish a book. I get like a general idea, but I will often change it just a little bit within the next few days. But at the minute I'm sitting at a 4-star. It's definitely not any lower than a 4. Depending on how much I kind of think about it over the next few days, it could go up. But yeah, right now it's like a 4, 4.25, but like also kind of could be like a 4.5. There's just a couple of things that, because earlier on in the book I was like, this could literally be a 5-star. There's just a couple of things about it that annoyed me or just didn't quite sit right, or that I thought were just unnecessary and we didn't need. But overall I really, really enjoyed it. I kind of wish that it's not that they got together early, so for context, if you've not read this, I won't spoil it, but these two characters have been featured in the 4 books previous to this. So we've seen a lot of them, we've just never been in their point of views before. And there's always been this kind of, because they have an age gap, and until this book the age gap was illegal, but nothing happened between them when the age gap was illegal. But there's always been that kind of tension there where it's like, because basically everyone else in their friendship group is like paired up in couples and they're the only two left, but there's this tension because it's like, but we can't, like we literally cannot. And then in this book she has turned 18, and I really wasn't sure how I was going to feel about Ryke and Daisy. I didn't think I was going to like them, to be honest. I thought the age gap was going to weird me out, and there definitely is a couple of comments in the book that are like, we really didn't need to include that, like you've made it seem weird now. But overall I am satisfied that it's like, obviously it is weird because he knew her before, but it's not like so weird that I hate it and that I can't read about it, if that makes sense. But yeah, overall I am happy with, like, I won't spoil anything about the book. This is near the beginning. Like at the beginning of this book she's not literally just turned 18, she's like 18 and a half. And still nothing happens for quite a while into the book. So yeah, it's not like he waits for the day she's 18 and then like pounces. It's not like that. But anyway, the point of all that was, even though we've had that back and forth, I kind of wish the back and forth went on for just a bit longer in this book. I'm someone that when I'm reading a book, I really love tension between characters. I like it when they're kind of in that space between they're clearly more than friends, but also like they're not together and there's that back and forth. I just personally love that. I'm not saying they got together too early, they didn't. It wasn't like instant love or anything. Obviously they've known each other for years. Just personally, for my taste, I would have liked that tension to have been a bit more drawn out, because after they got together, the rest of the book after that, which was quite a decent chunk of the book because it is like 500 pages almost, the rest of the book after that was just a bit like, what are we doing? Like, it was fine enough to read. I wasn't like bored or anything. I wouldn't have rated it this highly if I was bored, but it was just a bit like, I kind of wish we were still going back and forth a bit here with them being together and not. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. I really like Ryke and Daisy. They are my favourite couple so far, which again I'm so surprised at. I really didn't think I would like them. I'm not someone that can look past age gaps, and I don't mean, let me rephrase that. I'm not someone who can look past illegal age gaps. I'm fine with adult age gaps. I literally don't care about that at all. Like, I really enjoyed Birthday Girl, for example, by Penelope Douglas, which is like arguably a weird age gap. But I was just worried about this one because they met when she was 15. And as I said, I just want to reiterate, nothing happened between them at that age. But there was, you know, there was just the potential there for it to be made weird. And again, there definitely was a couple of comments where I was like, really, did we need that? But overall, it wasn't presented in like too much of a weird way. The thing about this book that is weird is that she keeps calling him her mate and a wolf. Like, please, stop it. This is a contemporary romance. Like, stop saying that he's your mate. Grow up. You're not Faye. Is This Bride by Ali Hazelwood? Love that book, by the way. But you know what I mean? Like, stop. And then she kept calling him a wolf. And I just couldn't take it seriously. It was like, my wolf, my protector.
And I just laugh, like, you can't make me take that seriously. But yeah, I feel like I'm sat here listing things I didn't like about it, but the things I didn't like were very minor. I love this book. Favourite in the series so far, favourite couple in the series so far, and it has restored my faith. Hello everyone, just checking in to let you know that I have now finished Ruthless Vows, and I gave it like a 4.25, and I think I've settled on, what book did I even read before Hot House Flower? I've settled on both of them at about like a 4.25. I did really enjoy them both, but obviously I've already spoken about Hot House Flower. So Ruthless Vows, I can see why a couple of people were disappointed with it. It has got like reasonably good reviews, but I know a couple of people I watched when it came out, like Destiny, she was a little bit disappointed with it. I think she gave it like 2 stars, and I can see why, because it definitely takes a bit of a different path. I was happy with the path it took, and I was kind of expecting it. The second one, Ruthless Vows, definitely has less of a romance element. Sorry, I'm out of breath, I've just been tidy in the house. It has less of a romance element, definitely more focused on like the war and stuff like that. But again, I was kind of expecting that. I won't spoil the first book, but just with the way the first book ended, I was very much expecting Ruthless Vows to not so much go down the romance route, and I still really enjoyed it. I mentioned in the vlog where I read Divine Rivals, I am a bit of a sucker for historical fiction, so I quite like books that have that war element. I particularly loved how it was done in this duology. It just felt quite real. Even though it was a war with gods, it felt very different to me than like the wars in ACOTAR, for example. I just really loved how it was done in the Divine Rivals duology. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I don't know if any other books are coming out. I don't think there's any planned, but I really hope they do, because I just love the world and the characters so much. I just love the whole vibe. It's just such, even though what's happening is horrible, it's just such like a comforting vibe. Just the way it's written, it's gorgeous but not flowery. Like, it's easy and it's comforting and it's calm, even though nothing in the story is calm. I don't know, it's a really weird juxtaposition between the way it's written and what's going on, but like weird in a good way. Like, it works, and I loved it so much. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, because I'm trying to do one of these videos a month where I carry on with series, because it is a very big goal of mine this year to carry on with series that I've started. So yeah, I'm trying to do at least one of these per month. So if you did enjoy, subscribe so you see the next one, and I will see you in whatever my next video may be. Bye!